Mbali tumetoka na bado tunasonga.
As a programs director, my key role is to ensure that programs are well coordinated. For effectiveness, we've organized our work in different thematic areas.
In the last strategic period, KCDF had been working on 5 key thematic areas: education, livelihoods, community voice and philanthropy, environment and natural resource management, as well as institutional effectiveness. In terms of environment and natural resource management, KCDF has been championing and supporting communities to actively participate in work around climate change, in work around environmental conservation.
So as KCDF, we recognize that communities in themselves are organized differently. And so we have a very wide range of partnerships that we engage or that we are able to formalize with communities. And so there's a very formal one where you will find local non-government organizations in the counties, you will find community-based organizations, you will find self-help groups. And so as an organization, we've developed the capacity to engage at different levels and to provide support, both financial capacity in terms of capacity sharing to all this wide range of organizations, but also not limiting ourselves to partnering with structured organizations, but also informal ones. I&M Foundation has been very active over the years in different philanthropic spaces like the East Africa Philanthropy Network, where they are members. And so we would meet in these forums, engage, share lessons and everything else. And so that really just moved up organically to where our partnership team was able to reach when COVID happened. Then we had a need that we needed to get resources to communities, and I&M had a bit of resources that they wanted to get to communities, so there was alignment, and we were quickly able to send in our ideas, on paper, and conversations on how to execute it. We co-created, we had discussions on the best way to deliver.
In terms of environmental conservation, we worked with I&M to support 172 schools across Narok and Kilifi Counties to just enhance and build their environmental stewardship. And this work entails growing of trees, where learners would be involved actively in environmental activities and largely in growing trees in schools. However, this later turned on to learners really taking initiatives to grow trees. For example, we had a girl who was able to negotiate with the grandfather to give her a piece of land where she could grow more trees. She was looking at it in the long run to be able to pay her school fees in the future, but that in itself brought out her leadership in terms of being able to have conversations that would create change.
I've seen 2 types of funding mechanisms that a lot of corporates engage in and foundations. And one is where you will get some resources, execute a program, and that is the end of it. But what I found very unique about I&M Foundation is that we've had a snowballing relationship where you can see how we began with them coming to our events for golfing. Then that translated or moved up into the first grant for us to really now support what was happening with COVID. But then again, the conversation didn't end at that. There was also the question of looking into the future and how livelihoods and the environment intersect. And then there was the realization that we needed to have a different approach to environmental conservation.
In this particular program, supported by I&M Foundation, we worked with 4 community partners. In Kilifi, we worked with Arusha Kenya and MEDA Foundation. In Narok, we worked with Nguzo Africa and Nkoilale Community Development Foundation. And through this partnership, then we were able to reach 172 schools across the 2 counties. And with them, we were able to plant around 350,000 trees with a survival rate of 70% within a period of 3 years.
You can see that I&M Foundation is consistent in building upon their success and the success of their partners to curate new interventions. Now with the environment, we are planting trees, and we've continued to plant trees with the communities and other environmental issues like green energy in a way that we incorporate lessons learned into how we program.
I&M, the future.